Hello, math friends. Let's get linear. We're going to talk about how you can graph a linear equation using a table or slope-intercept form. So one way we could start is, what's the equation of the line below? If you just look at it, how do you know? Well, one thing I can think about is that the equation of lines are always in the form, or can be in the form, y equals mx plus b, where m is my slope and b is my y-intercept. In this case, my b is super easy to find. It's right here. It's where the line crosses the x-axis or the y-axis, which it's at 3. And my slope now, I'm going to look for a few good points. I actually like this point of my y-intercept, and I also like this one because they both cross right on grid lines, which makes them perfect. So here my slope would be a rise of 1, and then I'm going left 2, which would be negative. So I know I'm going downhill, so my slope is equal to a negative 1/2. Rise of 1, and then I'm going left, which would be the negative direction, so I end up with a negative 1/2. So my equation is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. Beautiful equation of my line. If I want to double check, I could grab another point off my graph. Like I like this one because it crosses the grid lines real good. And that point is at 2, 2. And so I could just fill it in and just do a quick check and make sure I'm right. So if I look at that, if I fill 2 in here, negative 1/2 times 2, that's going to give me a negative 1. And negative 1 plus 3, sure enough, it gives me y equals 2. So now I'm 100% confident that I am a super rock star linear lady. So I can go ahead and move on to the next type of questions. I might be asked to graph the equation y equals negative 2x plus 1. Let's just remember mx plus b, right, baby? That means that my y-intercept is at 1. So if I look at my y-axis, I go up to 1. There's my y-intercept. Now I'm going to work the slope. The slope is negative 2 over 1. That tells me that I'm going to go down to right 1. Down to right 1. Or I could go up to left 1. And I've created this super fantastic, really beautiful line. And that, oops, I didn't go quite through all my points. I'm going to have to shift that baby over just a little bit. Trying to get it to go through my points. There it is. Very nice. Now, if I want to double check I'm right here, I could again just grab one of those points I put on and make sure that I'm 100% right. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab this one right here, which is 1, negative 1. No use grabbing a super hard one. So if I grab my 1 and put it in there for my x, I'm doing negative 2 times 1 plus 1. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Plus 1 is going to give me a negative 1. Sure enough, there's my y value. Rockstar linear lady. I got it. Let's try one more situation. I might have to graph a line from the table. One way to graph a line from the table would just be to take the points and graph them. If you have 2, 4, you'd go right 2, up 4. But that's not really all that fun because we've been doing that for quite a while. So I'd like to look at this whole idea of slope and y-intercept. One thing I could do is I know that my y-intercept happens when my x is 0. So I could follow the pattern in my table. If I look, I want to get down to 0. So it goes 8, 6, 4, 2. Down 2 more would give me my 0. And let's look at what's happening on the y side. I go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I just have to stop at 3. I'm just going down by 1. So I think the point 0, 3 by following the pattern should be on my graph. So I'm going to go to 0, 3 and put it in. Now my slope is my change in my y over my change in my x. Well, my y here is changing by 1, and my x, 4 minus 2, is changing by 2. If I look and double check that I'm good, 7 minus 6, 1, 8 minus 6, 2. Sure enough, my rise is 1 and my run is 2. So my slope is 1/2. So that means that I could go ahead and rise 1, run 1, 2. Look at, sure enough, 2, 4 on my graph. Or I could go down 2, or down 1, left 2. And sure enough, there's another point on my graph. If I go ahead and put that line in there, I have the beautiful line of my graph from my table. So again, I can follow the patterns to get to the 0 for x to find my y-intercept, and I can look at the differences that are happening, my change in my y over my change in my x to find the slope. And that's how I can graph a line from a table. So at this point, you should be able to pick the equation of a line off of a graph, you should be able to do the opposite, take the equation and put the line on the graph, or take a table of values and make the line. All of them are great uses of linear wonderland. Thanks for joining me.